Hello everyone, Lars here from Unicorn Reviews and welcome to the second subscriber update. I've done one before when I went to a YouTube event and they told me to do these vlog style videos. I'm now doing a second one because all of those online lessons are finished, and I want to say a big thanks to YouTube and Google for organizing all that sort of stuff. But in today's video we're going to look at three things, basically gear, how the channel is evolving, how the videos are evolving, all that sort of stuff. Massive apologies for the audio and video quality of this one because I only have one gear set to show. I don't have two sets, so I'm filming with my smartphone right now. Right, so this is a quick look at the gear I have at the moment. So I'm going to start off at the left side. Let's actually just start off with audio. So for my voiceover stuff, I have this Razer Siren Elite cardioid microphone. So this is when I'm doing voiceover stuff. Really handy for that, but pretty rubbish for everything else. And I also use it when I'm just Skyping with friends, for example. What I then have for my audio, and this is my main audio stuff. So this is the Rode SmartLink set. So I have a review on that. No one ever watched that video. I really like this product. It's basically a wireless audio system. So this goes into my camera. This side goes onto me. And there's a microphone, a lavalier microphone in this bag. Really great set of stuff. Now, in terms of lenses, that's where I'm really struggling a little bit at the moment. So I only have this Minolta lens. So this is a full manual lens. It's about 35 years old, but it's an f1.7, which means that it has this massive bokeh ring. You know, it's actually not called a bokeh ring. I call it a bokeh ring. Great lens, so an adapter on there as well. I also have another adapter right here with a cool thing about this one is that it's a stepless aperture. It's not a lot of throw on there, but it's a completely stepless aperture, which is really handy when I'm shooting videos. And then I'm using this lens. Now, this is not a full frame lens, so this is just an old Nikon lens. I also have this D60 with another lens. So this one's 18 to 55 millimeters. This one's 55 to 200. You know, this camera I only really ever use for stills or for light metering when I'm shooting full manual on that camera. What I have here is macro rings. I actually have 3 of them. I've lost one. So what these allow me to do is do very close-up shots by, you know, just making a longer flange distance between the lens and the sensor on my Sony camera. Talking about my Sony camera, it's right here. This is the Sony A7, the original A7. Really like it. Just look at the insane size of that sensor. Really like that. Now, a lot of you may be wondering, like, all your videos are in 4K and you don't have a 4K camera. Yeah, I'm cheating, obviously. Basically with this one, the screen on the back is quite rubbish, and I also already had to repair it because I dropped it and the microphone port was broken. So yeah, that's my camera that I use for all the video and thumbnail shots. Mirrorless cameras have a massive problem, namely battery life. So this is where this thing comes in, the Anker Pro. There's a review on that if you press the I in the top right corner for those who didn't watch it. Basically it has 3 USB outputs, but it also has a 12 volt or 9 volt output. So I link this one right into my camera using this coupler device. And so I can shoot for hours and hours on end until the camera overheats. Now, the next thing I have are these soft boxes. So I have 2 of these. Each one holds about 6 lights. So I'll just grab one right now. So this holds 6 lights, has its own fuse in there. It's just an average soft box. There's another one right there lighting up this table. So I have 2 of those. And they each have one of these tripods. So pretty rubbish tripods. They fall over all the time, but at the moment it's all I have, it's all I can afford, so they'll have to do for now. And they are pretty bright, and the white light is very handy, although it is a bit green sometimes, so I don't know if you guys noticed that, but sometimes the videos are a bit greenish looking, so I'm now fixing all of that every single time on every single clip in editing. Now, one of my first things I bought was this tripod. Now, I really like to do cinematography like style videos, and so I have this S4 head by Benro on a Benro tripod. It's a very good tripod. This is the aluminium version, but you do have to tighten these things up because sometimes it will just slide when the slider's on there and it won't actually slide in the right way. So this thing can go really high up. It has this ball head, so I can constantly adjust it. I can adjust how quickly this thing can move. I can also adjust the rotation aspect of it. Actually, can't really adjust it. I just make this one drag a bit. So that's really handy for a lot of shots as well. This is the arm it came with, which I'm never using because I don't know if you can see it in this video, but I actually have a big issue with shaking. So my hands are always shaking for some reason. I don't know why. So I don't really use this one. I usually even get someone else to do the very steady shots, but that's not always possible. So then I use rubber bands such as this one. This is something I bought not so very long ago because it was wrongly listed on the Coolblue website. So I actually got it for about 100 euros and it should be closer to 250. So this is just a little carriage on an aluminium rail, so the video head goes on here. It has these feet so that I can adjust it. I can put it on a tripod, put it on 2 tripods horizontally or vertically, whatever I want. That's what I can do with that. So this is now basically all I need to do a lot of my shots that I want to do, but I still like some very fast wide lenses. So that's something I'll be buying next. But now let's just talk a bit about how the videos are changing because of all this gear. So I don't know for how long you guys have been subscribing to this channel, but when I first started out, it was basically the rubbish tripod that I'm using right now with my smartphone. And I had this styrofoam that came with my first CPU cooler, Be Quiet Dark Rock Pro, and I just made a cut in it, and there I put my Lumia 800, I think it was. That was my second smartphone, but it was a really nice phone at the time, so I was filming with that. And then I moved to a Sony QX100, then a Sony QX1, now the Sony A7. I really like Sony products for some reason. I never was much of a PlayStation fan. I always kind of hated Sony. And then I bought the QX100 and I suddenly started liking Sony, and then the QX1, the A7. I'm really trying to get my hands on an A7S Mark II, or an FS7. That would be really awesome. But yeah, I really like my cinema gear. My photography gear, I often go just for hikes, taking pictures of useless stuff. Basically, if I see rust, I press the shutter button. That's kind of how it works for me. But what this is doing, all this gear and this slider really, and the tripod, and some of the tips that were given by Dimitri from Hardware Canucks or Brandon from Linus Tech Tips, those two guys are massive inspiration for me in the way they do their videos. And yeah, it's just, I'm really learning a lot also because of the YouTube Creator Academy. So if you are on YouTube and you don't know about the Creator Academy yet, they do an awful lot of stuff. And YouTube Benelux, because I'm in Belgium, so Belgium, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands, that's Benelux. They did this really awesome thing over this last half of the year, where like once or twice a week they would give tips on how to do your video production, how to grow your channel. And so that's where I'm moving next. So videos will get better, audio quality will continue to improve because a lot of people are going on about audio quality. I know that. Video quality I think is mostly good except for my shaking hands, which I can't really do anything about. So yeah, I'll have to use some editing afterwards, so maybe get some stabilized lenses. So the channel, I'm going to make it grow. I don't quite know yet how I'm going to do that. So basically I'm just going to put out more videos, so 2 videos a week, which kind of put me in the position of making this video today because none of the gear arrived. I'm doing a review on the Gatekeeper 2.0. That one has not arrived. I'm doing a review on the Artemis Spectrum G933 headset by Logitech. Hasn't arrived yet. Synology is sending me a router, the RT1900AC, which I'm really hyped about because it has all of the like the NAS functionality in a router. It hasn't arrived yet. They should have shipped it last week. They're shipping it this week, they said. So hopefully next week you guys will see that video. But yeah, so that's going to try and make this channel grow, get better gear, and when I get more subscribers like you guys, I really like it that you're watching this all the way up to now because I'm just rambling on about stuff. So I really appreciate that you guys watch this. And the more views I get and the more subscribers I get, basically it will get me easier contact with companies. So some companies are sending me stuff already. I really love it when they do that. And the window right there behind me, that's where I'm just sitting from 10 o'clock really until the evening waiting for the delivery guy to bring me something, because that's how excited I am about all the gear. And I really want to do videos, but it's just, you know, it's very difficult to continuously buy stuff. I mean, I'm just going to be completely honest and tell you guys how much I make with AdSense, but I make about 60 euros with AdSense each month, which means I can't even pay for software licenses that way. So it's kind of hard for me to just buy 2 products to review each week, and I don't want to be abusing return services and stuff like that. So I'm not doing it. So that's why you guys have a subscriber update today. Anyway guys, if you like that video, I'm just going to sign off here, press the like button, and Yeah, if you didn't like it, press the dislike button or unsubscribe, whatever. If you did like it though, get your friends in on this channel, you know, give them a link to whenever I make a video, make them like it, make them subscribe. And yeah, for now, thank you very much for watching, guys.